Go.
Streaming from South Africa to the world. This is the Stonks Go Moon Podcast. What just happened? We break it down so you don't have to.
Welcome everyone to this Stonks Go Moon Podcast. My guest today, Rahul Suri, founder of Crypto Fight Night. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you, Rocco. Pleasure to be here and forward to chatting with you.
I wanted to say let's get ready to rumble, but I don't have that voice to do it. But it would have been let's just put it into post. It would have been applicable. I want to find out from you what inspired you to combine cryptocurrency with boxing, because boxing has really seen a revival of late. It sort of had it fell off a cliff a bit, and now we've seen celebrities boxing Jake Paul and the Mike Tyson fight coming up, also the Usyk fight, the next one at Riyadh. So there's been a resurgence, but what inspired you to combine it with cryptocurrency?
Well, I think, from our point of view, we've been involved in the space of crypto for a number of years. We spent a lot of time working with good brands, helping them grow, building them out, and getting the community together. And Crypto Fight Night was born out of the ideal of bringing a number of people from around the world under one roof at a singular given moment. It's something back in 2021 when we started, when everybody was coming out of COVID, that didn't actually exist. A lot of people were still friends on the internet rather than in real life. And I think that I remember the top of that year, everybody had met at Bitcoin Miami, but then, the second time was in Dubai in October at Crypto Fight Night. And, crypto, as you'd be familiar with, is a very PvP environment. Yeah. We've always seen that, if you are able to take that competitive nature and then channel it into something that we feel is very productive. Boxing is supremely beneficial for your health. It's supremely beneficial for getting yourself into this rhythm, routine, and discipline. And wanted to create a stage that is of equal measure to the positive contributions so many of our friends have made in the space. And hence we came up with Crypto Fight Night, endorsed by the World Boxing Council, and a platform where you can come. You can obviously test yourselves against some of the best of those that are in the industry, and create a moment that is, viral online, and at the same time one of the most fabulous get-togethers of minds in the arena. It's a very networking focused setup, giving people the chance to actually organically spend time with one another and build productive ideas and moments.
Okay, so how does it physically work? Take me through a crypto fight night for those not in Dubai that haven't had the pleasure of attending one of these events.
Yeah, so I think, to the point of attending one of these events, we've taken the brand outside of Dubai now. We've had a show in London. We had a show in London in June. We had a show in Singapore in September. We are in Dubai next month in a few weeks on one of the biggest nights that we've had so far coming up, CFN 5, which is Ansem versus BitBoy as the main event. And then, next year you'll see us in a number of other geographies as well. So bringing Crypto Fight Night to where we have a base of audience that we can see already interact with the program by their involvement in watching the live streams that go out online is part of the trajectory going forward. I think getting involved in Crypto Fight Night as a fighter is one where we typically, we have an application process. Many do apply. We really wish we could have, much more people fighting than you can fit on a card on a singular night. But, we definitely go through the process. We look at people who are taking it seriously in terms of training. It is a combat sport at the end of the day. We want to make sure that we'll spend the time, effort, and discipline required to be ready to step into the ring under the lights. It is it is a very unique experience in terms of having to do that on this stage where you're watched by thousands of your peers, hundreds of thousands online, thousands in the arena. It is definitely something that for most of us is not common in terms of how we spend our time in the industry of crypto. And once you're selected to be part of Crypto Fight Night, then obviously we work with you and make sure that you are, we see how you're doing with your trainings, how your readiness level is, preparedness is, making sure you get through all the right medicals. And at the same time, making sure that our content team is creating great pieces of action with you in the build up to the fight. And we, are using that to make sure we can highlight your participation. And I think for a lot of fighters who go through the process, they find that they are typically looking to conquer something. I think it's a journey of wanting to sort of enhance yourself, better yourself, defeat a fear or two, and that's really what we see a lot of fighters go through when they sign up for Crypto Fight Night. Just remember, a lot of them are fighting for the first time, and that's when you see those who really enjoy it coming back again and again, and it's always welcome back as fighters. So that's the fighter experience, and then obviously for the audience, we obviously curate a in-arena experience that is designed to be very reflective of the nature of the industry. It's designed to be very inclusive, community-based. You have everybody close together enjoying an evening that's full of not just fighting, but there's entertainment. There is, for every Crypto Fight Night, there are sections of the arena that are always have, open bars which always encourages a lot of friendly banter and conversation, especially ringside. And so it's built with those ethos, and at the same time, we want to make sure that as many people as possible get access to the event, and that's why it's always live, free, online, on social media, so that you have very, very easy and instant access to the event.
Is there betting that's taking place on the fights at all or not?
Well, the thing about prediction markets is, and this happens around the place, they set up, so Crypto Fight Night itself doesn't have its own prediction market, right?
Okay.
At the same time, being a sporting event, at the end of the day, different markets do put up the fights. We've had with the fights up. We've had on this fight, Ansem versus Bitwise already up on Polymarket. So there are prediction markets around the space that do promote the event, and we've seen some large numbers exchange hands on these fights. We've seen well over 7 figures done on the night, and from what we understand from the prediction markets we speak to, and the ones they're very positive and happy with the level of interest that comes with the Crypto Fight Night.
No, I can believe you. And talk to me about the local fighters. I'm guessing a platform like Crypto Fight Night provides a great platform to discover new talent, especially in the Emirati.
Yeah, so Crypto Fight Night, if you see, is what we believe is one of the best crossover boxing shows that exist out there. It is a combination, of course, of the crypto community being involved, being in the ring, but we also have professional boxers who take the stage, those who are from the local market. So when we were in Singapore, we had boxers from Singapore. When we were in Dubai, we had fighters from Dubai. When we were in London, Card was, quintessentially British. We had a lot of good fighters on there as well. So I think, as a crossover show, it's designed in that format because we do want to pay homage to the sport. We do enjoy watching boxing at the highest level as fans and enthusiasts of the sport. So we wanted to make sure that's always included. And, in our collaboration with the World Boxing Council, we have always encouraged grassroots boxing wherever we go and highlighting that. And I also think, alongside the obviously very exclusive crypto or WBC Crypto World Championship title that we have been granted by the World Boxing Council, we also have in competition on these fights different WBC regional titles, silver titles, Asia titles.
So
The
you,
professional boxing.
yeah. So you said it's the 5th edition coming up.
Well, we have a different brand as well called Crypto Fight Night Off Chain. That's the
Oh,
brand that
okay.
ran in Singapore and London. So yes, this is CFN5. It is the flagship brand. However, it is our 7th show. Yeah.
Okay.
The reason we said chain is primarily because the brand being based in Dubai, the first 4 shows happening in Dubai. When we
Yes.
went outside of Dubai, it's kind of going off chain, right? So
Yes,
we play
and
on
I
it.
completely understand. How do you see Crypto Fight Night evolving, like in the years coming? Let's say, like, what are your plans for 2025?
So I think the evolution that you will see with Crypto Fight Night is
Mm,
that we are building towards a larger demographic, which means that you will see more and more participants, not only from the crypto community and professional boxing, but also, as there has been traditionally and presently at Crypto Fight Night, influencers who may not be in the crypto space but do have large following within their local
mm,
regions and
mm.
who do box for a passion, box for a sport, and you will see them coming on as well. So it is designed to bring, or rather, bring the sort of best attributes of the crypto industry to even more eyeballs around
Mm.
the world. And in line with that, you'll also see us going to new markets. So you have the Crypto Fight Night happening in Hong Kong in February 20th. You have it back in Dubai that shows a consensus. And then we have the show back in Dubai with Token 2049 at the end of April. We are in Las Vegas at the end of May with
Ooh.
Bitcoin, where the conference is happening. And you'll also see us in the Far East. We just did a mini activation in Thailand last week, the 2 Fight promo, just to introduce the brand to the local audience over there. And so you'll see us in Thailand, you'll see us back in Singapore. I think the main point of this exercise is we have the data that shows us that we have a fan base in
Mm-hmm.
these geographies, and as you mentioned at the top of this call, people do love to experience the in arena Crypto Fight Night event, and so this is about taking it.
Yeah, just taking that next step and taking it truly global and getting that attention on the brand.
Correct.
Rahul, thank you so much for joining me today. If the listeners want to go and connect with you and find out more about Crypto Fight Night, where can they do that?
Well, you can find us on our socials. It's at Crypto Fight Week on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram. It's the best way for you to connect with the brand and learn more about what's happening. Or our website, cfn.wtf.
And go and check out the events. We'll put all the links in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me today. And to all listeners, peace, love, and prosperity, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.
Nowhere to hide. Crypto belts, blood in the ring. Boxers brawl while the traders sing. Sweat drops, tension looms, hands raised high. Click, click, boom. Fight night, punch the block. Dubai screams, tickers rock. Gloves on fire, coins in flight. Knockout dreams in the crypto fight. Sweat drips, a broken chain. Fortune swing with every pain. Ether kings, Bitcoin's might. Warriors rise in the neon night. Sweat drops, tension looms, hands raised high. Click, click, boom. Fight night, punch the block. Dubai screams, the takers rock. Gloves on fire, coins in flight. Knockout dreams in the crypto fight. Sweat drips, a broken chain. Fortune swing with every pain. Ether kings, Bitcoin's might. Warriors rise in the neon night. Sweat drops, tension looms, hands raised high. Click, click, boom. Fight night, punch the block. Dubai screams, the takers rock. Gloves on fire, coins in flight. Knockout dreams in the crypto fight. Blood and grit, the desert roars. Tonight we're building blockchain wars.